What's up, guys? This is the game. If you watch the other Slenderman video, the final part that I was talking about, that I'm going to be playing. It's called Sinking City. I know nothing of this game. I've never even heard of this game before. I seen it on the PlayStation Store, and the only thing I know about it is I've seen the trailer. So we're gonna hop right into it. Well. Frosty welcome, dear Mr. Charles Reed. As you requested, I've reached the outburst of hysteria and visions in the city of Oakmont, Mass. Turns out that your assumptions were correct. Such cases are indeed more frequent here. Men and women from across the country are drawn to Oakmont, haunted by visions similar to yours, a city drowning. The presence of something great yet unknown. As luck has it, I believe we have stumbled upon the source of your ailment. And the person who might help you with it, prepare yourself. Then come to Oakmont as soon as you can. I will meet you here to help you on your way quarterly. Johannes van der Berg. Huh. Okay. Oh my god, my dog's being dumb. Annoying little shit. Go on! Okay. This has something to do with Cthulhu, I guess, I've seen. And I also think I'm a detective. Obviously was in the military at some point. Oh wow. Homie's tripping on major acid. Oh wow. The sensitivity is ash. Okay. Newcomer. Evidence in your casebook will have an icon to indicate you can use it to advance the case. Monsters have standard health and your character has standard resistance to insanity. Oh. Okay, yeah, we'll do that. Camera sensitivity. Let's turn that bitch up. L2 to aim. R2 to run. When aiming, fire weapon, use gadget. L1's items. R1's melee. Climb, reload, crouch, interact. Hold to loot. It's much better.
Hope I never have to use it, but something tells me I will.
Okay. We read this beforehand. Oh, okay.
Never trust a tourist advertisement. Never trust a tourist advertisement. Never trust a tourist advertisement.
Oh, I had to hold it. Oh wow, I'm just aiming guns at people. Give me all your money, bitch.
Now get out!
Motherfucker, you wanna say that again? Hmm?
Now get out!
You rude
Point
ass
that at
bitch.
me again and I'll stick it where the sun don't shine. Point that at me again and I'll stick it where the
They
sun
won't let
don't
me shoot him.
At last, Mr. Charles Reed. What a pleasure to finally meet you in the flesh.
Nice to meet you.
Johannes van der Berg, at your service. I did promise to meet you the moment you arrived.
Ah, much obliged, Mr. Vanderberg. I guess I didn't expect you to mean so literally.
Please call me Johannes. But where are my manners? Welcome to the proud city of Oakmont. Alas, now is not its finest hour, though it
No,
is
it's a
its
dump.
most important.
Oh, cool. So it's one of these games. I get to choose shit to say.
Reaching Oakmont was no easy task. Most maps I found didn't mark it, and this rickety packet ship is the only one that sailed here. Why is that?
Oakmont is no ordinary place. Its unique geographical position and the flood, a recent natural disaster, make it nigh impossible to reach. But you made it, Mr. Reed. I'm sure the tides of fate would have brought you here one way or another.
The
What
flood.
about this flood?
It began 6 months ago. Storms raged for several weeks, and the water has risen ever higher without receding. Now the city is cut off from the mainland. I must say I rather like it, despite the inconvenience. Atmosphere, you know?
That's an eye-catching suit.
Thank you, Mr. Reed. A mere flood is no excuse for one to abandon one's style.
I take it you're a big fan of yellow.
Well, I have a particular weakness for it. Call it a personal quirk.
You said you know someone who can help me with my problem. The visions have been getting worse.
Such vividness of dreams is not uncommon here in Oakmont. By chance, the man I spoke of, Robert Throgmorton, is already at the port.
What a
He
name.
has dedicated a lot of time and effort to investigate this issue. Alas, I fear he has a more pressing matter on his hands.
How can I find Mr. Throckmorton?
Don't worry, you can't miss him. Throckmorton tends to stand out from the crowd.
I'll need a place to lay my head while I'm here. Any recommendations?
Fear not. I've already feathered a nest for you. There's a room in your name at the Devil's Reef Hotel.
Oh,
Here's
you
the
silly
Sounds
dog.
charming.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Mr. Reed.
What's the best way to get around Oakmont? I'd like to drop my things at the hotel.
Most locals go by foot, or by boat. I've got the latter sorted for you. There's one waiting outside the port.
You're too kind, Johannes. Can you steer me towards the Devil's Reef?
Take this map. I've marked the hotel and a few other key places.
Other places? Like what?
You're a private eye, yes? Well, I've highlighted the police station, city archive, newspaper, places you'll need to get to the truth. This
My
city
dog's
is
in my lap. He's
ancient,
barking at
its
the TV.
ways mysterious. No one will take you by the hand, so you better know where to turn in search of a lead.
How do you fill your days, Mr. Vanderberg?
I host a philosophy club.
Asking all
for
the questions.
Like-minded intelligentsia, gathering seeds of thought, like moths drawn to a flame.
Does Oakmont really have much of a market for philosophy these days?
There is no consciousness without pain, Mr. Reed. No better moment for clarity than times of hardship.
Well, that's it for now, I think. Thanks for helping me get my bearings.
No. The pleasure was mine, Mr. Reed.
Oh, before you go, how can I get in touch with you later?
Don't worry about that. I'm the kind of man who finds you.
Oh, really? Okay, map. All evidence collected. Oh my god, this is a huge map. Oakmont City Point. This is a huge map. Oh my god. This is gonna be a cool game. City Hall. Hey, how you doing? Oakmont University. Police Department. Hospital. Devil's Reef Hotel.
It's been long as fuck.
Yes, it has. What's that lady doing?
Hey, knock it off!
Okay, so I gotta get to the Devil's Reef. But I wanna ask these people, like, what the hell are they doing?
The end is nigh. It will begin again. What is down comes up. The seed is sowed.
Okay, I can get down here. Wonder why though. It's a whole ass shark. Okay, that boat is over here. How do I... Whoa. Okay. Oh, where did all these people come from?
I don't care about your petty excuses. No one leaves the port until my son is found, and that is final.
Excuse me. Are you Robert Throgmorton?
I am, but not interested.
Why
No
does
way.
he
My
look
name's
like
Charles
that?
Reed. I'm a private investigator, just arrived from Boston. I was told you might be able to help me.
Private investigator, you say? Well,
He looks like a monkey.
perhaps we can help each other.
If I may ask, what happened to your son?
Why do you care? What's your angle, outsider?
Well, like I said, I'm a PI. Finding people is kind of my specialty.
Is it? Well, Albert was part of a deep-sea expedition I commissioned. This useless fool over here says he found Albert washed ashore in a lifeboat. Says he was barely conscious, out of his mind, talking gibberish in some other language. That he even tried to bite him.
And you don't believe him?
Complete
Why did you
malarkey.
make him talk to you like
I
that?
know my Albert. I raised him strong and smart, the best of his kind. It couldn't have been him.
What do you
Albert's
mean, make him talk to
disappearance
me
is
like
the
that?
work of Innsmouthers. Mark my words.
I take it you're not the biggest fan of these Innsmouthers.
Those fish-faced will run this city since the police burned Innsmouth to the ground. But now, those filthy migrants occupy half this damned city. The port, Grimhaven Bay, Salvation Harbor, the shells. They are everywhere.
So they're just refugees.
Hardly. They've taken work from the local fishermen. They stir and agitate against us, the Throgmorton family. We are the pillar of this community, not to mention that crime rates have skyrocketed. Simply speaking, they are a big stinking pile of trouble.
Please forgive the question, but I've never met a man quite like you before.
That's because no man measures up to the Throgmorton lineage. Proud and powerful blood flows through our veins. My father united with a certain royal family, which has blessed all our offspring with these.
Why don't you kill him and make him eat PP or 360 no scope his ass if he has one?
Oh, god damn it.
I've heard you're the man to speak to about visions, outbreaks of hysteria. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it myself.
Another newcomer with another problem. Yes, I know what you speak of.
Can I ask you a few questions?
How dare you? My son Albert is missing, and no one in this Innsmouth-ridden city will do a damn thing. But yes, let's talk about your dreams.
Mr. Throgmorton,
Bend over.
let me help you. I'm rather good at tracking down missing people. I'll find Albert.
What makes you think you can do it? Oakmont
Bend
is not
over.
exactly friendly to new arrivals.
Let's just say I tend to see things that others miss. And anyway, what have you got to lose? Sounds like you could use every man you can get.
Vera. You have a point, newcomer.
Sorry, did you just say Vera? What does that mean?
You had better get used to the Oakmont dialect, outsider. That is, if you want to fit in. It is a fascinating blend. Vera means fine. I was saying, we have a deal.
Huh.
See. Thank you. I need to know more about what happened to Albert.
Dane, did you not listen at all? I already told you everything. After leaving on the expedition, Albert was found on the shore in a lifeboat. This fisherman supposedly brought him to their house, and then left to call me. But when I arrived here, my
Give him
son
a
was
fucking
nowhere
cigar and
to
make him
see.
pee so the fucking monkey feeds his
Clearly,
fucking
something
banana.
suspicious occurred
Bar.
Will you
inside the
knock it
house.
off?
I suggest you stop dawdling and go see for yourself.
I don't even know what this game's about yet.
Where's the house where this all happened?
For Kay's sake, I thought you were a private eye. We're standing right in front of it.
You mentioned a lifeboat. Is it still around?
Yes. Face the house, then to the left is a beach that borders a fence. You'll find it there.
As much as I'm enjoying the weather, Mr. Throgmorton, it's time for me to get started.
Find my son, newcomer, and be quick about it.
Okay.
He saw me
Evidence.
for case. I thought he said fuck case.
Evidence contains crucial information about what to do and where to go next. To get evidence, interact with objects and people, combine clues in your mind, place, and take photos. A white frame in the camera viewfinder indicates if you are aiming correctly. Read evidence closely to identify important locations. Then pin it on the map to plan your route. Pin evidence on HUD.
Don't do anything stupid, newcomer. And keep your hands where I can see 'em.
I've said everything I know.
Okay. Alright.
My F here zombie monster has taken and has craked at school my guy.
It's an octopus. Okay, we'll search the full downstairs before we go upstairs.
Huh. This dog mat looks better than the owner's bed.
What did I just do? Shells and casings and gunpowder.
The book is damp and damaged.
Do you know
but
The Walking
clearly
Dead?
well cared for. The book
Yeah.
is damp and damaged, but clearly well cared for.
Can you play it sometime?
Maybe? Okay, the lore. Trophy plate with strange fish looks very lifelike.
Who is Clam?
Who is Clam? I don't know. Who the hell are these people?
Let's see what you find,
It
newcomer.
would take tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it
Clementine.
over like this. Hello? Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, my head. What? Who are you? Are you police? I already told them everything.
It's okay. I'm Charles Reed, Private Eye. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son.
Oh, okay. What do you want?
I want to know what happened here. Every detail.
I don't remember much. Me, Paul, and Lewis. We were here.
At
This is our house. Barry was outside, on his business. Then he came back carrying Throgmorton's son. He was unconscious, barely breathing. Barry left again to call Mr. Robert.
Then what?
We put the guy in Lewis's room. Then he started to make these horrible sounds and... Okay.
Alvin Jr.
My head began to burst, and he woke up. And
You.
after that, I don't remember a thing, just dreams. Drowned streets, a sleeping giant, a voice that called me.
That sounds familiar. Tell me about yourself.
Name's Will Hammond. I'm a fisherman. We all are. Live here together. Me, poor fella Paul, Barry, and Innsmouther Lewis Flynn. We moved here after the flood. I worked on the railroad, but the rail ain't kicking anymore, so I started fishing. It was that or starve.
Who is this K you keep mentioning?
Outsiders, show some respect. K is our lord, our light, our love.
Sorry, I didn't know. Where are all the other guys?
That's Paul there on the floor. K be with him. Barry's outside with Mr. Throgmorton. Lucky rascal missed everything. And I have no idea where Lewis or Throgmorton's son got to. Starting to suspect the worst.
Mary Kiss Kill Bo 3 Bo 4 Bo Cold
Don't
War.
know. When
But
I
I'm
pulled
trying to
myself
play a
together,
game.
He was already gone. K, have mercy on his soul.
I'll leave you to it. Take care of yourself, Will.
Please, detective, sir, tell me the truth. Could it be me? Did I kill Paul? Or
Trina make you lose.
did I kill him?
I don't know yet, Will. The police will stop anyone coming in or out of here, so I suggest you just try and get some rest.
I'm afraid of what I might dream.
Okay.
I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
What the fuck?
Holy crap.
There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee. Choo choo. Ahem.
Okay.
Choo choo. Ahem. Choo choo. Ahem.
Maybe he ran out.
I don't know. Mind's eye, press to activate. What does it do?
Flynn Grima, Nehri, Grima, Gebhal, Nuguloina,
Okay. Retrocognition allows you to understand events that happened in the past. Inspect enough evidence on the scene and the vision will emerge.
Did he kill his son?
I don't know. Step into it and find all critical senses.
Never seen knives like this before. Never seen knives like this before. Masterful work. Seems like Prohibition hasn't affected Oakmont too much. So, that's what an Innsmouther looks like.
Oh, okay.
Take this, ape face.
What the hell?
Yeah, run!
What's happening?
Okay, let's see what we have here.
What's happening?
Take this, ape face. Yeah, run!
When Albert Throgmorton woke up, he was not himself. He attacked the fishermen, and his hysteria spread to them. When he got wounded, he fled.
Huh. Mind Place. Investigation of the main case reveals clues for your Mind Place. Press to open casebook, then switch to Mind Place. Combined pairs of relevant clues to get evidence. Crucial information for the case. To add to the casebook. Deductions. These explain not nuance. I don't know what this is. To the case. They are displayed in the Mind Place. Some deductions can be interpreted differently. These can lead to different conclusions. Discover all possible conclusions to fully understand the case, but it's up to you how to solve it.
Gotta go, see you later.
Alrighty, me. What the hell am I doing?
Five cards short of a full house. I'm surprised they don't have someone's portrait here.
Nice, okay. So the boat is at a beach to the left. Let's just sit over here.
Where's your Oberon, huh, Titania? Something with this helmet gives me chills.
Can't catch a mackerel since those Innsmouthers took over the fishing business.
You like it here, newcomer? Well, get used to it. No one leaves Oakmont nowadays.
Albert Thorgmorken's will. I hope someone finds this. My name is Albert, and this is my will. I want to warn you, don't go to the depths below Oakmont. There's unreadable... Oh, we should never have done that. Everything should have remained in the cave. Professor Blank, I fear that will become a mine. It's singing in my brain, dancing on my eyelids every time I close my eyes. The cycle goes on and on and on and on and on and on. In the end it comes. I must warn everyone. I must tell my father Blank he's here. Is it Cthulhu? I think I'm doing this right.
So the fisherman pursued Albert, even let off a few shots. Even though Albert was wounded, he managed to climb that high. Robert wasn't exaggerating when he said he raised him strong.
Whoa. Bloodstained note. Lewis, please just give me one more week. I know I owe you, but I'm underwater like everyone else right now. I don't yet have enough stock to operate the bar smoothly with the fuzz snooping about the port, but don't worry, I've struck a nice deal with the proper people and should have a steady supply channel soon. Just one more week and I'll return everything with double interest. What the hell? What the hell's happening?
The blood is fresh. Whomever it belongs to could not have got far.
I think that blue bar is my insanity level, I guess. Okay. Okay, I know I have to go down there, so I'm gonna look over here. Oh, it's a phone. Padlocks and weak planks can be broken with a shot or a melee attack. Oh shit. Oh, what the fuck? Is this Albert?
One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate. One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate.
Okay, I'm using my mind place.
One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate.
Found everything in here. Okay, now I can go back and tell him I found his son.
Mr. Throgmorton, I found this in the lifeboat. Looks like it's your son's will.
Give it to me. Oh, my boy, what did you get yourself into? If only I hadn't sent you on that cursed expedition.
Mr. Throgmorton, I've encountered something,
What? I don't have all day.
some unusual creatures, and they sure weren't friendly.
You've seen a wild beast, Mr. Reed. I'm somewhat surprised to see you still alive. Those unsettling things appeared after the flood. I've commissioned a few studies on them, but we know little more than when we started. They're aggressive, but fortunately not immune to gunfire.
Yeah, I learned that firsthand.
Try to avoid them when possible. And when you can't, keep your weapons handy.
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm afraid I have bad news.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I found your son in the basement of a nearby warehouse. I'm sorry, but he was murdered. Shot in the head and the body hidden.
No. It cannot be true. No, no, no. I don't believe it. No.
My condolences, Mr. Throgmorton. I had hoped for a happier outcome.
Your condolences will not bring him back. So much of our blood spilt for nothing. So much effort in vain. My poor Albert. Tell me you know who did it. I want to look him in the eyes, make him beg for mercy.
Seems like he was a fisherman by the name of Lewis. He had a gun and pursued Albert after he fled the house.
Lewis it is, then. What do you know of him?
Turns out you were right. He's an Innsmouther.
Nah. Those filthy scum have done it now. When I'm through with them, they will rue the day they dared lay a finger on a Throgmorton. Bring me that dirtbag Lewis. He and I are due a reckoning. Do this for me, and I'll help you with anything you need.
Okay. So... where's the bar at? This might be the bar Lewis is at.
Stay alert. Monsters lurk underground. They're everywhere.
I'll miss the carpenter's food giveaway with this darn port closure.
What's your problem?
Welcome to Under the Keel. What do you want?
I'm looking for a man by the name of Lewis Flynn. Any chance he's here?
Yeah. Even if I knew, I don't rat to newcomers.
As it happens, I know you owe a debt to Mr. Flynn. Trouble is, out near the dead body of Albert Throgmorton, son of Robert. So, it seems Lewis is in trouble. Might have even come here to hide. But you hand him over, and he won't be back to collect what you owe. Get me?
Rock. That would explain the blood. Fine. If it gets me out of this mess, you can have him.
So?
He's upstairs. Here's the key. You gotta promise to deal with him, once and for all. But save the shooting for outside, huh?
Smart man. There's your good deed for the day. I've seen some unsettling creatures around. Like nothing I've ever encountered. What are they?
So you met a wild beast, newcomer. No one knows what they are. They arrived in the flood. Some say they come from the sea.
And what do you...
If it bleeds, you can kill it. Keep your gun handy. And if you want to erase the memory, remember, better to be a coward and live than brave and dead.
Bye.
Huh. Don't mind me, I'm gonna have a look around here. I don't know how I feel about this game so far. It is pretty interesting. And clearly there's a lot to get down.
What the? Get the... Oh. Hey, who are you? What are you doing?
Charles Reed, private investigator. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son Albert, so I think you know why I'm here.
Throg. That darn bartender. It was all that crazy ape's fault. You hear me?
Calm down. I only want to speak, for now. But no, if you reach for your gun, you'll hit the floor faster than you can say poetic justice.
I got nothing to hide.
Start at the beginning. What happened?
We were in our house, me, Paul, and Will. Barry'd gone to the sea. Though I told him that it would only bring bad luck. If he'd listened to me, we'd all still be alive.
Come on, Lewis. Focus.
Right. Well, Barry dragged that damn ape to our house. He was bragging about how much Mr. Throgmorton would give us for saving his son. But that ape, he was out cold. Then woke in an instant and started screaming, attacking us. After that, can't remember a thing.
You shot to kill. No warning, no second chances. You pursued Albert even after he fled. Why?
I can't remember it. When he woke, it was like a bloody mist descended over me. First thing I recall after is that darn warehouse and me covered in blood. I had no idea what happened, though. I suspected it had something to do with that ape. Turns out, I was right.
What kind of... why do you... your face, it's,
Oh, so you're here to attack me just 'cause I look different to you? Wanna spit on me, whisper to your friends? What's new?
No, I'm sorry. I didn't know how to ask. I've just never met someone like you before. I didn't mean any offense.
Innsmouther's bodies were blessed by the sea. You're gonna see a lot of us here, so you better get over it. We are proud of who we are.
The things you did to Albert don't look like a bloody rage. A fatal shot to the head, a hidden body. One might start to wonder if it was deliberate.
I don't know what to say. I wasn't myself.
I hear there's a bit of a feud between the Innsmouthers and the Throgmortons. Care to fill me in?
Those apes hated us from the moment we arrived in Oakmont. Our home was destroyed. We just needed a place to stay. The Blackwood Grand family sheltered us, but others were not as hospitable. We needed jobs, food, and medicine. The city denied it all.
And so?
We had to fight for every crumb of bread. And those Throgmortons in their high castle only made our life harder, always conspiring behind our backs, always setting people against us. I'd love to see them suffer like we suffered.
You mentioned a grand family. What do you mean?
So you're a newcomer, huh? Explains a lot.
Yeah, a newcomer with a gun. Answer the question.
Okay. People here are crazy about bloodlines and tradition and reputation. The head honchos of Oakmont are called the Grand Families. There's the Carpenters, who control most of the city's underworld, the Blackwoods, who share kin with Innsmouthers through the Marsh family.
And let me guess, the Throgmortons.
Right, those filthy apes. Now that most of the Blackwoods are gone, there's nobody left to protect us Innsmouthers.
I think I've got all I need.
Please, Mr. Reed, don't tell Throgmorton about me. I know I'm in no position to ask. I didn't want to do whatever it is I did. Honest, have mercy, please. I have a family. Without me, they'll starve.
This is not exactly cut and dry. I need some time to think.
Perhaps I can offer something to grease your grinds. I still have a few bullets on me.
You think you're the first person to offer me a bribe?
Please, Mr. Reed.
Don't try my patience further, Mr. Flynn.
Okay. I'm definitely gonna go tell him, though. Because I'd rather get on the guy who runs the town's fucking good side than just that guy's.
And just as I suspected, the Innsmouther Lewis is responsible for your son's murder. He's hiding at the local bar. Just ask the bartender. Seems like he had a bone to pick with your family, and took it out on Albert.
Oh, that scum won't be getting off easy. The whole city shall see what happens when you cross the Throgmortons. Justice, bittersweet as it is, shall be served. It's rare for a newcomer to make himself so useful. Thank you.
Mr. Throgmorton, I hate to press you, but do you think you could help me now?
Yes, you've earned it. Okay, to think a newcomer barely off the boat solves a crime the police couldn't, but I digress. Remind me, what brought you to Oakmont?
I think I'm going mad, Mr. Throgmorton. I see things, visions, and I need it to stop. I was drawn here, or guided, or I don't know. But I believe the source of this madness is here, in Oakmont.
You're not wrong, Mr. Reed. An inexplicable hysteria spread through Oakmont after the flood. I funded an expedition to explore recent geological activity that may be responsible.
A geological expedition? I'm not sure I follow.
I have reason to believe the flood and this madness have the same source. As above, so below. So I sent men to find out.
Do these cases of hysteria involve shared visions as well?
Since the flood, many Oakmonters have had similar nightmares. Indeed, Professor Doe, the expedition leader, complained of them herself.
Waterlogged ruins with unnatural architecture. A sleeping giant, drowned streets, and a voice calling from the depths.
Her words exactly. She proposed the expedition, desperately wanting to find the cause.
You mentioned the flood. You think it's more than just a natural disaster?
You weren't here, Mr. Reed. What happened defied scientific explanation.
Has your expedition found anything?
I do not know. Albert was part of it. His passing cannot be coincidence. Why was there are the others?
Do you think your son was killed because the expedition uncovered something?
Is it so hard to believe? I had no news for a week, then Albert, the only one I could trust, comes ashore and is killed.
It does sound suspicious.
Mr. Reed, I want you to find out what's going on. I expect you're as interested in the expedition's results as I am.
What about my expenses?
They will be reimbursed after you complete your task. And of course, you've earned some compensation for your work here at the port. I'll also include a fair advance in bullets.
Oh.
The dollar lost its use here, Mr. Reed. After the flood, Oakmont returned to bartering. Bullets mean more than bills.
Oh, I would be fine with that.
If I'm going to look into this, I'll need to know more. Where should I start?
I'll give you the address of the expedition's headquarters and a key.
That's all you can tell me?
Let me be clear, Reed. You do not speak to me like that again.
I'm sorry, Mr. Throckmorton. I just meant the more I know, the better.
I am a busy man. I funded the research, but left all preparations to Professor Doe and Albert. When you've finished, come see me at the Throgmorton family manor. It's in Old Grove. Here, I'll show you.
Okay. I think that just said I got a revolver. I did get a revolver. But how do I... I have 21, or I only have 8? Trusty 6-shooter Bolt Model D, nicknamed the Widowmaker, uses powerful 44-40 cartridges. Okay, guys, well, that's gonna be all for this right now. Let me know what y'all think. I like it so far, and I'm definitely gonna continue playing it. But like I said, this looks like a huge fucking game, And I don't know how long it's going to be, which might be a cool thing. So, alright, y'all. Until next time.